Hi all, my name is Lana, and today we're going to be going over a rhyming dictionary. The champions for this assignment are myself, Catherine, and John. So what is a rhyming dictionary? Rhyming dictionaries are very nice tools to have. There are many that you can find online, and they can answer important questions such as, what rhymes with zest? One answer to that is test. But how do you actually make a rhyming dictionary? First, you need a list of words and the sounds that make them up. Then, all you have to do is sift through the sounds and make a list of all of the words that end in the same sounds, starting at the last vowel, for our purposes. Let's take a look at the GUI to see what we're in for. We can type in any word and hit search. So let's type in zest. As you can see, this output a list of sounds that makes up zest, as well as a list of words that rhymes with zest. If we type in other words that rhyme with the first, we should get very similar looking results. As you can see, while the last part of this stayed the same, so did the rhymes. Now if we try to search for a word that is not in the dictionary, such as oof, the GUI will quickly tell us that the word oof is not found. This homework is a great way to learn how to read files, parse lines, work with lists and arrays, and fit functions together in Scala. When you finish, you'll have your very own rhyming dictionary, fit for any aspiring poet. The CMU Rhyming Pronouncing Dictionary. For this assignment, we'll be using a modified version of the CMU Pronouncing Dictionary that is provided with the starter code repository. It is highly recommended that you take a look at the source for the dictionary as well as its documentation so that you can see how it's formatted. This way, you'll be able to read it correctly, as parsing the file will be a major part of your assignment. Here's a snippet of what the first few lines look like. Next, let's start off with the following question. What is a rhyme? As indicated earlier, a word rhymes with another word if all of the sounds are the same, starting from and including the last vowel in the word. Each vowel can be identified based on whether they have an integer at the end of the sound. This integer is the vowel's lexical stress marker. For the purposes of this assignment, we will only be using the stress marker to determine if a sound is a vowel, and we'll be ignoring all other uses for it otherwise. For example, in the CMU Pronouncing Dictionary, half and photograph will rhyme in our rhyming dictionary, even though they have different lexical stress markers. Now let's go over the objectives. Please note that the numbered objectives are there to help you complete the primary objective. If you don't complete the numbered objectives first, you will quickly find that it will be difficult to complete the primary objective. Objective 1. In the rhyme sounds objective, you'll be taking two words as a list of the sounds that make them up and comparing them to see if they rhyme. Objective 2. In the get sounds objective, you'll actually be parsing the CMU pronunciation dictionary and be returning a list of strings that are the sounds for the word that is requested. You can check this method in the GUI as shown previously. Objective 3. In the rhyme words objective, you'll write a method that takes two words and tells you if they rhyme. Please note that for objectives 2 and 3, you'll likely end up reusing the methods that you wrote in your previous objectives. This is okay and actually encouraged to minimize surface area for errors in your code. And finally, the primary objective. The primary objective will tie all of the numbered objectives together and provide an additional goal. For the primary objective, you'll be writing a method called find rhymes that locates all of the words that rhyme with the provided word. You can also check this method in the GUI, as I'll demonstrate again now. So when you type in the input word and hit search, the sounds section calls get sounds, and the rhymes section calls find rhymes. So if I type in congested, this portion actually calls get sounds, and this portion actually calls find rhymes. By the end of these objectives, you should have a fully functioning rhyming dictionary. Here are some tips to help you work through this assignment. Make sure to thoroughly test your code to ensure that it functions as you intend it to. Also make sure that if you look up information online, that you cite your sources in a comment to ensure that you don't end up with an academic integrity violation. Please start coming to office hours early. Towards the end of an assignment, office hours tend to fill up rapidly. And lastly, be sure to have fun.